Welcome to the St. John Sports Spiel. I'm your host, Keon St. John. About to break down these good Chargers for you. Wasn't good today. Uh, Ugly loss to the Panthers, 21-16. And when I say ugly, I'm just saying like it was just sloppy. I mean, they didn't beat up on us, but it was a sloppy game from the beginning. Um, well, obviously, I was one of the main advocates for starting a rookie. Obviously, didn't have a choice with Tyrod being hurt, but even if he was healthy, I was still ready to get a rookie his shot and let him get going, let him start learning about the league. So, but with that, I definitely understood that it was going to be some growing pains, and I was just hoping that the Chargers could at least beat the bad teams. And you see what happens against the good teams. But if you're gonna have a good record, you've got to beat the bad teams. And the Carolina Panthers are so far was one of those teams. They was coming into the game 0-2, and obviously when a team is 0-2, they're pretty desperate and fighting for a victory. And I don't know, it seemed like the Chargers wasn't focused a lot today. It seemed very sloppy. Um, Not paying attention to detail. Way too many penalties. And to start the game off, like the rookies was looking like rookies, which was gonna happen eventually. But I didn't expect it to happen all in the first half. Um, you know, he had Herbert with the fumble, and we had Joshua Kelly, the rookie running back, with his fumble. Then later on, right at the end of the first half, you had that huge interception, big interception where you going in to score three right before the half, going into the locker room feeling real good, real confident about what's going on, and then you throw an interception, and they run it back, end up scoring a touchdown on that drive. 9 seconds to go in the half. They only got a chance to run two plays. One of them, they scored a touchdown. So, it was ugly. Got started off, like I said, really, really sloppy. The offense played really, really sloppy. The defense was playing sloppy too. I don't know what's up with Joey Bosa, man. He played well, but he jumped off sides way too many times. Jerry Tillery lining up over the center on a field goal cost us first down. End up scoring on that drive. So it's just sloppy all around. Like I said, it seemed like the team wasn't focused, and that falls squarely on the coach. Coach got to have them boys ready. So like I said, jumping off sides, the big pick, three big turnovers in the first half, and that's a recipe for failure for anybody, let alone a rookie quarterback. So you as a team, you turn over the ball three times in the first half. That's all bad. And then now you got, and they was getting good pressure too. You seen the fumble, also had one fumble. So now you got a rookie where they getting pressure, so he got happy feet. He can feel the pressure coming around, and he's nervous. Gonna be a little nervous in that pocket because he threw that interception, and he was looking tentative. Like I said, most of the game, he did make some throws. I'm not saying his whole game was bad, but it was like he have two good plays and then two bad plays, and this is how the game was going most of the game. By the time they finally start getting Chargers start getting some push and some rhythm, it was the fourth quarter, and it was too late. He already gave them up too much. I mean, they only scored 21 points. So, speaking about the Panthers, you should be able to win that game. If your defense gives up 21 points, I mean, in the first half, he made four field goals in the first half. Excuse me, three field goals. The other field goal was supposed to be a field goal, but that Jerry Tillery lined up over the center, like I said, on the field goal, cost them 5 yards, give them the first down, end up going down, scoring the touchdown. So the defense really played well. Like they was giving up some plays in between the 20s, giving up some plays. Their running backs played well. Mike Davis played well for them. I know McCaffrey's out. But Mike Davis, he ran the ball well. He had some good feet in the hole. He finished all his runs real strong. He didn't turn the ball over. And Teddy Bridgewater played well. I call him Teddy B. Teddy B played well. He didn't have any turnovers. He made some big throws. I thought the offensive coordinator also had some real good calls in the game. Mainly when they trying to milk the clock and the Chargers thinking that they going to run the ball out and play action pass, complete that pass to the tight end over the middle. That's a great drive starter. So they seemed like they were just, one step ahead of us most of the game. And, I'm not completely mad with the Rook, like I said. I understand that, he's a Rook and he's going to make mistakes and, but his team got to be there to pick him up. It means you can't, if he has his interception, but Joshua Kelly can't fumble the ball. Okay. Then you have that happen, and then also then you got the offsides happening. You can't have all of that. That's a bad recipe for the Rook. And he still had a shot. Even with all that happened, he still had a chance at the end of the game. You want the juice. Get a juice, Cameron. And I want you to stand right here and drink it. Stand right here and drink it. And then I want you to throw it in the trash. Okay. Excuse me. I apologize. My son getting up asking for juice when I already told him no an hour ago. But, I'm not going to fuss with him right now. So, okay. I got him. I got you in the morning. We're going to do some extra schoolwork because you asking for juice. And I already told you no. But you think you slick. But I'm going to let you slide. Alright, you got to be quiet though because Daddy's doing his thing. Okay. Alright, it's bedtime anyway. Alright. So, I expect the Rook, like I said, to have his struggles, but the rest of the team got to step up, and I expect more out of the team because the Chargers have a veteran team, and a coach that's been there for a few years. I know he was a first. This is his first starting gig, but he's been there for 3 years now. He know what's up. Anthony Lynn know what's up. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Chargers, offense was just looking sleepy and sloppy today. But you take that and you go along with it. You really want to beat teams that you're supposed to beat. Really, this is the game. But thank you, Cameron. Okay, Cameron. Okay. Okay, Cameron. Good night, Cameron. Good night. Okay. Love you. Don't leave the light on. Leave the light on. Thank you. Goodness gracious, this boy. So you go along with it. Got a big game next week versus Tampa Bay. It don't get no easier for the Rook, man. He comes in, his first start, he plays against the Super Bowl defending champs, Chiefs, superstar quarterback, MVP, Mahomes. Had a little break against Teddy Bridgewater, but ain't no breaks. This is the NFL. So, everybody has the potential to beat you. They practice too. They get paid as well. They are professionals also. So I don't care who's on the other team. They working hard to get you too. So, so you're gonna play. You figure you get a break against the Panthers, and next week, now you got to play against the GOAT, Tom Brady himself. Against, you got in Tampa Bay with a whole bunch of new friends, and they look good today. I watched that game as well. Or watch some of it rather, switching back and forth. But they look good too. I have to stop Fournette. He's a problem. They got a linebacker, Shaq Thompson. He's a star. Mike Evans is a star at the receiver. Gronkowski, he's going to be, over the middle. Not to mention, Chargers is without a whole bunch of some major starters on defense with Derwin James, Drew Tranquil. Those are two starters. Obviously, Derwin James is a superstar. Drew Tranquil, still, we miss him because he's a starter. Anytime you got a starter out, that's big news. And that's going to affect your game plan and your team. So, I mean, even a couple times today, a couple starters went down. I don't know what was going on. I seen Kazir White. Hopefully he's okay. I seen him go down. I seen Chris Harris go down. I even seen Herbert. I was like, oh, goodness gracious. There was trouble. We seen Easton Stick, the third string quarterback out of North Dakota State. Seen him warming up on the sidelines like, oh, crap, we about to be down to our third quarterback. I see where this is going. So, but luckily, Herbert just needed a playoff. Looked like he got his wind knocked out of him or something. He just needed to take a playoff and get his head back together, and he was able to come back in the game. So, it was a tough game, and even though all that happened, the Chargers still had a chance to win, and at the end of the game, had a 99-yard drive to make, and really got down there and really came damn near close. Shout out to the Panthers defensive line because they got pressure on Herbert on that last play. If he completes that pass to Keenan Allen, they got the hook and ladder to Eckler. He walks into the end zone. It was perfectly set up. Perfectly. It just was not executed. Perfectly set up. The execution failed. But they still had a chance to win. So, you take it all with a grain of salt. Chargers 1-2. I don't know. You lose this next game, 1-3. That's damn near your season. And you can come back and you can make a run. It's just not very likely. You don't want to start off obviously 1-3. So Chargers need to get that win next week. It's gonna be tough as hell against those Tampa Bay Bucks with Tom Brady, but got to figure out some way how to do it. Oh, yeah, also Melvin Ingram also out as well. So that's 3 starters that's out. Melvin Ingram, that's huge because him and Bosa collapsing on them edges is big. Bosa out there damn near by himself now getting pressure. He got 1 sack today, but, he still needs some help on that other end. But Melvin's going to at least be out for 3 weeks. They put him on IR. So, but ain't no crying. Ain't no crying in football, man. Whoever's out is out, and whoever can lace them up, you lace them up and you give it a go. So we're going to see, man. It was tough. It was tough because I felt like the Chargers were constantly a play away, a stop away from taking control of the game. And every time they did something positive, every time Herbert would make a real good throw, something would happen. A penalty, a drop. I see Mike Williams got hurt today, starting wide receiver. He was out. Hopefully he'll be okay next week. He might not be. Who knows? Boy, goodness gracious. So we're gonna see how it go. I don't like all these starters out, but this is professional sports and injuries are a part of the game, and especially football. Guys are knocking heads every single play and making cuts and playing to the end of the whistle, and guys are going to get hurt. It's just, who's going to respond, and that's why really the team who most of the time wins the Super Bowl is the luckiest team on some form because they was able to avoid injuries, like the big, huge injuries that knock you down. So, I don't know. Chargers are starting to tread that line, though, of where lose a couple more starters and now I don't know. I don't even want to go down that route. Hopefully everybody can come back healthy fairly soon and make some positive contributions, and hopefully the rookie can learn from his mistakes. I can't, and I have to keep everything into perspective as well. As far as when you have a rookie quarterback, you got a rookie quarterback. So I mean, you can do great, but you can do horrible, or you can do great and horrible all in the same season, all in the same game for most of the season. Just because that's just the life of a rookie, having a rookie quarterback. So, You can't. I don't want to expect too much from the team this year. I want to be reasonable, um, and honest about the development. But on one hand we have a rookie quarterback, and on the other hand we got you know star players in their prime. You know, Melvin Ingram, Joey Bosa, they in their prime. Keenan Allen, prime. Mike Williams, prime. Derwin James, a healthy Derwin James in his prime. And those guys, they want to win. Those is vets. They want to win. So, but this year might be a learning year. It might be a learning year for the Rook, and hopefully he can um, look at every intricate detail of every single game, break down every throw that he makes, and just get better week to week. That's all you want. Just get better week to week. Did have something that stood out that was good. Justin Herbert, he threw for 300 yards this game in his second game that he started. He is only the third quarterback in the history of the NFL to throw for 300 yards in his second career start. Hey, that's impressive. Still got to get a victory, though. 16 points ain't going to do it. And it's eerily clear in these first three games that even when Tyrod was starting, in that first game against Cincinnati, won that game, but offense has been struggling. The best they looked was against the Chiefs. Took kind of a step back this week. So, we kind of right there in the middle, but the offense been struggling, not scoring enough points. You gotta, this is a new NFL. You can't. It's hard to win games scoring 20 points. It's hard. It's hard. You definitely not gonna win no game scoring 16 points. So it's just not good enough. And Coach Lynn need to get in there, talk to the offensive coordinator, Shane. I forget the brother last name, Shane. I'll talk to the offensive coordinator. He needs to get in there, talk to the quarterback, and need to figure it out. Because his plays out there on the field, and he doesn't have to be a superstar making great throws way down the field. Even though he made some great throws. Some great throws. I was like, damn, look at that. But then then he threw the interception. It's like, well, damn, look at that. So, either or, you got to live with the results. Put your best foot forward, live with the results, make adjustments, make changes, try to be better the next week. That's all you can do. So, that's what it is. Chargers play, like I said, they play Tampa Bay next week. That's going to be tough as hell. We're going to see what it is. We're going to see. I didn't do a Notre Dame show this week because Notre Dame had to postpone their game due to a rash of COVID test positives, and also had to do the tracing. So I had to cancel that game this week. This week it was versus Wake Forest. So now Notre Dame does not play for 2 more weeks. Their next game is October the 10th. Obviously, I'll be back with y'all for that. But in the meantime, keep y'all updated on these Chargers, and we'll check in too in the Heat Lakers series. We'll check in too. I'm not gonna do every game, but when it start getting a little sticky, I'll jump in there and give y'all my little 2 cents on that. So, in the meantime, be safe. Thank you for your time. God bless. Kiss your kids. Yeah.